AirDA put out a list of hottest cities for STR investments in 2023. And this list is looking at the cities that have seen the most investor interest over the past year, the most supply growth, but also areas where the average daily rate is keeping up and growing. So you might think that these cities are not a good place to invest because they might be getting oversaturated. And that's not necessarily the case. Here's how you can tell. So we're going to look at Scottsdale today. This is one of our 2023 hottest cities. And we're going to start in the occupancy page. And so what we're going to look at is we can see that the number of listings has grown aggressively over the past year. But what we want to look at to decide if it's still a good investment area is occupancy rate. We want to see this trend line holding steady or growing, because that way, you know, that there's still really high demand and that you can still fill those days if you get a investment property here. So in Scottsdale, we're seeing it hold pretty steady. Got some seasonality, but it's mostly still in the 60s. And we're even seeing a new high of 78% occupancy just recently in 2023. So this is saying, while supply is growing, the demand is still there. And then let's take a look at what the rates are doing. So we're also seeing in Scottsdale that while supply is increasing, the hosts that are there can charge more than they have historically. So as long as your nightly rates are going up, that is a good sign. And if you're looking to invest and wondering what type of property to invest in, you can come down to this price tier chart and see that, luxury properties, the average daily rate is going up pretty well there. And we're across the board pretty much seeing an increase, but this mid-scale area is looking pretty good too. And then finally, what everyone ultimately cares about is revenue. How much can you make, and is that revenue still trending up? And let's throw on the 90th percentile. If you get that, luxury property, you are in one of the top 10% of homes in the area. And we are seeing that also trending up. The spring obviously is always a good time for Scottsdale. It's beautiful there at that time of year, a lot of conferences and stuff. But we can see revenue is holding steady, maybe even going up a little bit. So again, if you invest there just because supply is increasing, doesn't mean it's bad, because revenue is still has a lot of potential there. And then again, by bedroom, if you're looking to invest, you can kind of see what the best place to go in. For this one, it's looking like, luxury is growing pretty quickly. 5-bedroom is growing pretty quickly, which probably is a lot of luxury homes in that area. But we can also see a pretty good pickup in this 3-bedroom. So this is just how you decide if these popular markets are still worth investing. Just because a market is popular, just because supply is going up, it does not mean it's oversaturated. It is definitely a market by market case. Another good example of that is Orlando. There are a ton of short-term rentals in the area, but there's a lot of attractions, so it can support a lot of supply. So before you make a decision, come in here, drop your city or your market in, and take a look at what the numbers say, so you can make a smart decision and see if the area is really still has a lot of opportunity. Let's go check out the data, and happy hunting.